Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are. Thank you so much for being here today. I see we've already got 30 of you here in the chat. I truly appreciate your support, and I thank you very much. We have a lot to talk about, not a huge amount of time to do it in. We want to be sure we are ready to go over to Latino Slant channel to check out the week that was Medio Latino. As soon as we're done here. So I'm pretty excited to be able to pop in over there after that. Let's go ahead and start greeting people so we can get right to everything today. Again, thank you guys, every single one of you, for being here. We've got Richard, who's here. I guess he's having some trouble with his computer, but I'm glad he's here anyway. I always use older planes. They're just more reliable, my friend. And welcome, Terry Rose. Man of War is here. There's something on the wing. Yeah, it sounds like a Twilight Zone movie episode part to me. That was a little disturbing back then, I have to remember. If it ain't Boeing, it ain't going. You know what? I like the Boeing planes as well. Not a big Airbus fan. James Dosher, welcome for being here. Just in time. Yep, you got here just in time with a short wait, and we are off and running. So thanks for joining us today. There is our man, Latino Slant. Welcome, Polly. Hola. Hola, chat. Hola. Welcome, everyone. Accidental Tourist, it's a pleasure to fly. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate your flight and your choice of our airline, CultureCasino Airways. I love that. That's beautiful. Thank you very much. Let's see. Lorena Creole, I just want to say the same thing. Lorena Creole and I do the same thing. We work, but we lurk, which means we're listening. We probably have it running on our phone or on a laptop or one of the computers or something, but we're always trying to pay attention to what everybody else has got going. And if you didn't catch it live, be sure to catch the replay of her lunch table today with the president, Abu Nas, who is truly a unique and very humble person. Excellent part of our community. I am a huge fan. So that was really awesome. Let's see. I posted my welcome at the chat. I guess I can pin messages now, which is fantastic. Lorena's got her popcorn. She's ready to go. Thank you for the 99-cent super sticker, Lorena. I appreciate that so very much. Guys, we are so close to getting her watch hours. Please go over there and check out her live streams. They are totally worth revisiting because her interviews, especially with the lunch tables, are great. And of course, the Florida streams are always fun because, I'm there. But that's not the only reason. Lorena and Fat Steven do a great job on all the shows that are put together each and every week. And it seems like almost daily they're busy. So Lorena, keep at it. You're awesome. Appreciate you. Welcome, my friend Martin Acosta Santana. Greetings, my excellent friends. Yeah, I don't quite sound like him. Someday. I'm really not good at impressions. Carlin, I can do puppet voices, but not so much with actual people. But that's one of my favorite it's one of my favorite quotes. I love that so much. Who Knew is here. Hail all who knew. Thanks for being here. And definitely hail to you, my friend, Roof Korean, a Rocket Man. Yes. Hello and welcome. Roof Korean. My goodness, we are popping in. We got Runner Studios joining us, or just Runner now. It's hard not to add the studios just because I've known Coop in that manner for a very long time. Good to see you, my friend. Krista Bliss is here. We've got Naughty Monkey O'Wrath. The Mirasphere's Origin, who'll be joining me, I hope, on this Sunday Culture Review, which we have some special guests. We've got Miss Teresa Martin. If she's not in the chat, hopefully she will be later. She makes great content when she has the time. I really appreciated learning how to live stream by being a part of Miss Martin Muse's stream. So Teresa will be here. We have another special guest, Kate. You might know her as Rowan Ginger Raven. She will be joining us, as well as Kai. If Kai is still available, I know he hosts his game show really close afterwards after the Sunday Culture Review. But I believe he's also scheduled, so hopefully he will be able to make it as well. Mad Mardigan is here. Hail, Mad. Good to see you, friend. I'm going to be having you on an upcoming Sunday Culture Review if you're available, so hopefully that will work out. Wookiee Supremacy. Cuddles. Well, thanks, Wook. You've been taking it to people on Twitter recently. That's been enjoyable, and I think you've been frustrating some other folks with your videos, or at least you did going into the recent political events. So that has to be fun for you. And the chat just jumped on me, guys, so please bear with me. Thank you very much, Mad Mardigan, for the super sticker. I really do appreciate that. You guys are all, I really appreciate the support. The $1.49 Doomicorn, I will do it this way. Doom, da-doom, doom, doom. And today is the day, or actually probably tomorrow, when I'll actually clip Mary doing that so that I can actually just run a clip, because you guys deserve the clip. I'm also going to try to clip Machiny90 doing it, because he does a very good job as well. So maybe I'll mix them up. We'll see. I'm also going to try to put subscriptions into place this weekend. So maybe I can get that going too. I know some folks have shown some interest in that, which again blows my mind. Your guys' support for me in that way is more than I could have ever hoped for. You guys have no idea. I'm flattered every single time. That level of support is just amazing. Apollo Patriot is here, my friend. I am so so glad you're here. Hail Greek mythology, and I know you love those blue Twi'lek women. Well, you're going to get to see some Twi'leks here very soon, coming up in Mandalorian, and you're going to get your fill of that in the upcoming Star Wars game that has yet to be fully talked about by anyone. So, and I can't give out any of the information that I've heard because I haven't been able to confirm it yet. But I'm pretty confident that we're going to see another Star Wars game that people will enjoy. And I'm not talking about the Squadrons thing that just, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that is going to be great. And yeah, your meme, you are really pumping out the memes, my friend. So those are fun to see, and you can check out all of those over on the Geeks and Gamers forums on the Geeks and Gamers website. I think that's really a cool place to check out the community. You don't have to be a member, but you can be. Very easy. Thank you very much. According to Christy, I already know what the sticker is without looking. The 99-cent poopy emoji, and thank you. Thank you for that, for the pooper. Yeah, really, that's just great. Thanks. And Theme Park Casuals here. Hello. Critizable, the Crazed. I like that. I'm getting better at saying it too. The Atlantean. Happy Friday the 13th. Good sir. Happy Friday the 13th to you, the Atlantean. And I will probably be watching one of those films at some point today. It's kind of a tradition whenever they come around. So I'll probably watch the original. So that'll be fun. We've got Hugh Photographer. Looks good. You kick the tires, seems okay, as long as we're able to safely land and take off. Those are the two most important parts of the tires, I think. Well, and stopping, but those are the brakes and the tires. You know, you've probably been on a flight that's lost a tire. You just don't know it. Not necessarily that it goes away. It pops usually during landing, especially on a hard landing or something that's an aggressive landing. It does happen. And Cuddles. Oral mango t-shirts coming. Yeah, I know, dude. Raleigh. Poor drunk. Oh my god. I cannot. Oh, guys, thanks for the $2 super chat. Yeah, it's gonna be gonna be crazy. Let's see. We got Parrot Head here. Hail, Parrot Head. Good to see you, friend. Cavitano Che, good to see you, my friend. Smash the like button, and thank you for that. Hey, Kai, I hope you heard that I was bringing you on the Sunday show. It was a weird way to confirm, I'm sure, via video, but we can talk about it. If you're not going to make it, that's great, but I mean, that's okay. It's not great, but it'll work out. Let's see. Aluvrian Imakara is here. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I've got strong support. You guys are amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you. Karen Prime, good evening to you. Thanks for being here. Fat Steven Seagal beat up Pedro Pascal, I'm assuming. He plays with puppets. No, I said I can do some puppet voices. It's not easy being green. Yeah, like Kermit, others. Let's see. Oh, hey, Tom is here. Hello, Tom. Good to see you, my friend. I'm sorry I could not be available this morning to hang out over there because I love hanging out on your channel. You sir are amazing. I hope you're sleeping just occasionally because man, never seems like you do. Let's see. Anyone else pop in or can we get going? No, Brutal Morningwood is here. Woo, plenty of time. Yeah, I'm just saying hi to everybody. Matt G. What's up, Matt G? Gonna see you on many streams this weekend, I'm sure. Let's see. We've got Matt Mardigan's like, boo. You guys are so great. I said pooper sticker, poopy emoji, whatever. Anyway, good to see you. Oh, you guys are so great. Yeah, I know. I'm still losing it over that. Every time I think of it. I hope that's a big part of today's stream over at Polly's. Can't wait to check it out. Oh, hey, cool. I'm glad you can make it. That's awesome. I appreciate that. I'll see you Sunday then. That'll be great. That's right before your game stream, so we'll hopefully flow some people over to your gaming stream. And I'm caught up. All right. Excellent. Thank you all so very much. I want to say, oops, I don't want to miss this. Thank you very much for the $5 super chat, my friend. Was able to break away from work to enjoy some of Lorena's stream. Awesome. Wasn't that cool? Really great. But Fat Steven took my lunch and made me watch him eat it. Wow, Fat Steven turned into a bully. That's not the Fat Steven I know. I hope I hope you receive some recompense. I hope that maybe he bought you some pizza or something, afterwards, because otherwise it'd be a real shame. And that doesn't seem like our friend Fat Steven Seagal. But let's dive into some stuff very at Culture Casino Oral. Yeah, I know. I know. You guys, it's so great. I cannot wait. I can't wait. You guys are on fire. All right, here we go. Okay, well, let's get it out of the way. Mandalorian, obviously released in the middle of the night for some a little earlier than that. Some people have seen it. I am not going to spoil it. I'm going to do what Lorena Creole does, and I'm going to say this was the most enjoyable episode of this season so far. In other words, you can look forward to it. I will say that I think Baby Yoda is really wearing thin. I'm going to say that. And I am going to say that some of the information that I hinted at to some other people actually made it into the show. So hopefully that party will be able to incorporate that into some future videos that person is doing. Yeah. And I like I said, it was better than I expected because I wasn't expecting much. I have been very disappointed I had been very disappointed in the first two episodes. The first one, because despite feeling like Star Wars, there were a lot of problems with it. And also because, Timothy Oliphant commands presence on the screen and Pedro Pascal doesn't. So it's just you either have it or you don't. And sometimes there's a character and you're not able to own the character. And so for me, that was a real problem. But the second episode was a complete filler. And the third episode was more what I would have expected from the show each and every episode. So with that being said, keep in mind that Disney's only real way to survive right now in the way that things are set up is to do this type of thing, to exist through a streaming service. And you're going to start to see that more and more often. And we're going to get into that, in fact, right now. Well, let's talk about this. Disney's Q4 call happened. I'm not going to go into it into too much detail. I know Lorraine and I will be on her Welcome to Florida stream, getting into quite a bit of the detail surrounding Disney because it's such a large part of Florida's economy. We will talk about many things. The CFO was not very believable. They really did tap dance around every question they were asked during the calls, they're really in a rough position because they don't have Disneyland open. They don't have the theater participation that they were getting as far as the box office revenues. They had no chance of rising significantly, in the box office because theaters just weren't open. They of course didn't for another. This is the first time I think that they've had 3 consecutive quarters of no dividend. I think Lorena could correct me if I'm wrong, but it's yeah, it's a thing, and this all of these things that you see, that these are just the beginning of Seeking Alpha article that I have here. All of these things are talking about that still the projections rise with Disney, and they still have a decent credit rating. With the appropriate people, their credit is still in good shape, and that's really all they have is the ability to borrow money to stave off some kind of a hostile takeover. So we'll see how much we'll see how much that weighs into the future. But they are absolutely relying on their streaming service. One of the things that the new CEO talks about, Bob Chapek, is the fact that the streaming service is kind of the future for them, in so much so that they are actually talking about it in great detail with the investors. Disney chief talks studio reorganization and Disney Plus movie premiere strategy. Well, the organization's already been well underway, and there's another article that I didn't clip that is all about the team. The executive team being on board with the reorganization, except that many of the folks in Burbank weren't actually aware that this was coming down the pipe. So, how excited they could have been when they heard what was happening and how they're structuring around the Disney Plus and the movie premiere strategy that they used with Mulan, I think is a problem. Now, again, they tried to indicate during this conference call, this Q4 earnings call, that Mulan performed admirably well, and I'm not sure how that could have possibly been true. I'm sorry, I'm trying to. There we go. I'm not sure how that possibly could have been true because they said they did well in September with Mulan. We've heard quite to the contrary. They will probably try to sell these movies. Tom and I have speculated that even this $29.99 price might be a little lower than what you could see in the future for some of these blockbusters to be released, and that the premiere access, which will happen through their Disney Plus service before it goes to the regular digital availability, might be a roadmap for them in the future. That's kind of what Bob Chapek was alluding to during the call. And he seems to think that as we scroll down here, I'll read his quote. We saw enough very positive results before the controversy started. We've got something there in terms of the premier access strategy, Chapek said. He said more details would be shared on December 10th when Disney holds an Investor Day presentation on its streaming strategy. This is where I am about to get off the train. And one of the reasons is because they canceled the last investor retreat that we were supposed to get additional information and guidance. And this is essentially just going to be a digital event. So my feeling is this. We are going to we're going to start to see a lot of pressure on them from the different investment heads. I think they're going to be held accountable and called on the carpet. As you all know, well, actually, let me just read this part. Chapek confidently, right here, Chapek confidently told investors that the company has 100% buy-in from executives on the new company structure, which again is going to lean entirely into Disney Plus, which I guess is the only way they're going to make money from now on. So let's pop over to the chat, see what you guys think about the first two subjects we've talked about. I know there's a lot to say, and I want to make sure each and every one of you get a chance to interact here. Let's see where we're at. Oh, don't call me a bully. I wasn't me. Let's see what we've got. Oh, fat. Hey, look, Storyman Jack is here. What's up, my friend? Good to see you. Oh, yeah. Was really too short. Yes, the episode was way too short of Mandalorian. I concur. I also saw Runner say something. Oh, there it is. This new episode is so much better. Well, it is, but I mean, compared to what? Rookie supremacy. Baby Yoda is over party. Yeah, I think we're getting to that. I think we're getting to that point. Yeah, yep. This time I really enjoyed the episode, but only 33 minutes, but more plot than the others. Oh, absolutely. See what happens when you have good pacing. You can get through a lot of material in 33 minutes. Imagine if you had more material that you could get through each and every episode. Again, I don't know necessarily that this is Favreau's problem. I mean, he's not used to writing in this format. I mean, let's be honest. He's a film writer. He's not a television a teleplay writer, right? So it has to be hard for him to do episode breakdown and kind of figure out how to hit the mark. You can write in programs that give you a format like 40-second page and things like that. But you don't necessarily you don't necessarily fall right into that naturally as a film writer. And again, I mean, he's also an executive producer on the show. I know that he's on the set quite a lot. This was a Bryce Dallas Howard, I think, directed episode, if I remember correctly. So, unless he's directly directing it, I don't know how much we can expect to hold him accountable. So, like Lorena says, it's sometimes all about the showrunner, the person that's actually sitting there, the actual producer, the person that has the producer thing on there. So we'll just have to see how the rest of the season turns out, but we'll see. Pedro Pascal can't capture the audience if he's not seen on screen. He's you know what, Richard, he doesn't seem to be a voice actor. I mean, he's got a good voice, there's no doubt about it, and he is kind of the voice of the Mandalorian. But as we've seen with deep fakes, you don't even need somebody that like him. You don't even need actually him to sound like him to convey the sound of the Mandalorian. If he's not going to take his helmet off, despite evidence to the contrary in the other lore that we've been exposed to, it doesn't really matter who's in the suit. The stuntman is far better. Yeah, well, the stuntman's pretty good. I have to say that for sure. Seems all those people that were wanting their Pedro Pascal flags a few days ago are now giving him crap. Yeah. Well, and they should be. They really should be. What was on the menu for that meeting? Cooked books? Oh, I'm pretty dang sure. And again, one of the reasons I titled today's pre-flight like I did, just a sec, Disney. Yes, the SEC is still really, really deep into Disney's practices, despite the events currently. Although that is slowing things down. The global crisis that we've all been experiencing is having an effect on these governmental investigations. Disney's not out of the woods, so we'll see. And again, whoever's in power obviously controls the insight into varying things, but Disney hasn't had a lot of positive experience with either side of the playing field. Let's just say that. And again, I don't do politics on this show, but it obviously feeds into business practices, studios, the way the movies are made, the way television's made. Unfortunately, it's infested almost every element of our lives. But as I try to keep this a politic-free zone on my channel, you can hear my political opinions in other places, like last night over on Comics Division's channel with Tom. We had a lot of conversations that were they only slightly infringed upon by politics. And then, of course, the night before I was on with Wes, where we were kind of knee deep in politics, especially at the end, where we were set upon by some folks that seemed to think we were talking about one thing and disagreed with us, and found, I think, at the end that they were projecting a little bit. So, hail, my friend Subhuman84. I hope you're being safe, sir. Thank you for doing all that you do to keep the rest of the country going. I understand that you guys are actually going to stop turning your wheels on a specific day. I hope that doesn't influence your paycheck, sir. But if that's the case, if you're participating in that, but I can understand the reasoning why, especially when it comes to fuel prices, etc. So let's see. Seems all those people. Yeah, I got that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Here we go. Disney will be prime development territory. But will people live there? I don't know. They're in a weird place. They're in a very, very weird place right now. We'll have to see what happens with the company. I don't think it's going to go that far south that quickly, but I think they're going to have to be more selective in everything they do going forward. I really do. Disney mad at California? Wait till they see what. Yeah, I know. It's going to be insane. 801 memes. Yes, I know. I cannot. Yeah, I can't believe it. You are a very busy human. That's pretty amazing. Let's see. Oh, Crisable the Crazed. I shall buy Disney and make them the stepping stone to my dark, sinister entertainment empire that caters to fans and not to the mainstream. I know, kind of like Ubisoft, which is another thing I think everybody's going to talk about this weekend. The fact that one person got Ubisoft to bend the knee, to change the way they presented a character because of this ableist claim. Everybody's affected by something in their life. Everybody is served up with challenges. Some people are born with them. Some people get them later in life. Some folks are blessed in a way that they are easily overcome those challenges, and other folks, never are quite able to get there. But unfortunately, we are all dealt a different hand of cards, and it's incumbent upon you and those around you to accept those and to work through them to the best of your ability. And that's just the way I've always looked at life. And in my family, we've been beset with challenges along the way. Family members were beset by varying challenges. And you rise above it. And the greatest strength comes from how you acknowledge the challenges that you deal with, and how you go about conquering them. And in my opinion, again, this is nothing more than opinion, so take it for what it's worth. The mouse has been replaced by the sexy frog lady. Yeah, I know. That was so weird. What a weird way to go about moving the story forward. Again, this and I agree with Lorena today, and the president Abu Nas, in that this episode was vastly better than the previous. Although Abu Nas expressed some genuine affection for the first episode, so I'll rewatch it and try to apply some of what he said to it. I just, the days go. Yep. I agree with you, Brutal Morningwood. It's a shame. It's a shame. Hello, Captain Trek. Good to see you. I kind of hope Baby Yoda eats the rest of her eggs. Yeah, you might be disappointed. You need to watch the next episode. So, spider eggs, it's happening. Yeah, I know. Oh man, episode 2 was crazy. Thank you, Who Knew. I truly appreciate the support there. Let's see who else we've got. Jake D is here. What's up, Jake? Good to see you, my friend. I really hope you and I can get together soon. I promise I will open Discord more often and pay closer attention. But lately, the real world has crept in, and I've had to do some actual work stuff. So a little more than I enjoy doing, but it's okay. I'm not going to complain. Making money and taking care of things is important to me. So let's see. Hey, Jake D hit us with a super sticker. Well, thank you so very much for that, Jake D. I appreciate it. It's, of course, a Doomicorn. Doom. Thank you, my friend. I truly appreciate it. Google is watching our chat. Are they really now? Huh. All right. Well, hi, Google. I don't have a lot to say. I don't think we use a lot of bad words here. I mean, I don't. At least not on my channel. Other places I might say some dirty things. But anyway, hi, Google. Good to see you. Let's see. We've got Makini90 saying hello. Hello, everyone, with a bright, sunny, shiny star, or just a sun. And welcome, my friend. Good to see you. Runner is one of the folks that I have commissioned to do some artwork to add some additional merchandise to my merchandise store. So thank you, Makini. I appreciate it. I think the company overall, as far as Disney goes, is going to be suffering for a long time to come. I think they've got at least another 1.5 to 2 years before they can get back to generating the kind of capital that they're used to. They could do it quicker, but it's going to depend on the mechanisms of government action. And I'll leave it there. Storyman Jack. I can write stories and have written novel-length stories, but I've never written a script. Yeah, actually, there's plenty of programs out there for very inexpensive or even free that can walk you through crafting that type of thing. M. Dastardly is here. Hello and howdy. Welcome. Let's see. Within 2 episodes, Baby Yoda will say his first word. I think that you've said that, and I actually am inclined to agree. I think it'll be surprising his language skills and how quickly they're revealed. And again, a lot of that is what Yoda did early on. You take advantage of people's assumptions when you are of that a diminished stature, when you're that diminutive. You want to rely upon the kindness of strangers, right? Yeah. I mean, we've seen him use incredible force powers. Um, you know, and we already know that Yoda was a Jedi Master at 100, and if this creature is 50 years old, hmm, and the child could just be, a misdirect, of course, as we know. They deleted my message about Disney dying and Hollywood. Well, that's odd. It wasn't me though. Wasn't me. Yeah, I was surprised Bryce Dallas Howard directed it. Even though I had seen the director sheet ahead of time, but yeah. Also, can Mando understand what Baby Yoda is saying? There are times where he will respond to him as if he does. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, oftentimes you talk to the whatever it is that you've anthropomorphized, even though you may not actually be carrying on a legitimate conversation with it. I know a lot of people talk with their dogs and cats and horses and things, chickens even. I've seen that, but anyway, it's just odd. It's just odd. Screenwriter is definitely a different animal than a novelist. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, completely. Yep. Ah, you fixed it. Excellent. All right. Oh, executive producer Sol Leibowitz is here. What will Baby Yoda's first words be? The Simpsons did it better. Maybe so. Casino, how are you? Opta Racer 21, how are you? Hope very well. Let me recommend that after you finish the stream, you go check out the Dark Journalist channel. Catherine Austin Fitz is live right now, and you will appreciate the conversation. Excellent. I will write that down. See, this is the over 40 way of doing things. You write stuff down. So, Catherine Austin Fitz. Sorry, guys, not good YouTube, but hey. And that's called dark journalism. Excellent. Yeah. I love contrary opinions and I like information like that. And I love all those things. Angry Vader is here. Hello. And Lady Tariel is here. Hello. Thanks for stopping in, Lady Tariel. It's very good to see you. Thank you so very much. New egg arguments in this stream. No egg arguments in this stream. No, I don't have any arguments. I just think it was I find fault with it, but obviously you'll have to see the third episode in order to get your arms around what happens, and then you make a decision from there. So we'll see. The egg argument makes me want to get Balutko. Well, yeah, I tried to not get involved in that. A lot of people found it quite monstrous, and after reflection and seeing this episode, I'm not going to react to it quite the way that I did before. Deviled eggs are good. Oh, Apollo Patriot, I'm boycotting the Mando show because Pedro ruined it for me. Well, I'm very sorry about that. Hey, old Bone, good to see you, my friend. Look at everybody saying hi to Bone. Yeah, man, I'm so glad everybody's here. You guys make it all worthwhile. Oh, Ironcaster in here. Go Team Venture. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see who else. All right, so let's move along. I don't think Disney's the only ones that are going to continue to have problems. I think Warner Brothers is as well. And I think that the telltale signs of that are in stories that have been released this last couple of days, in that HBO Max may be releasing Wonder Woman 1984. And I'm not sure what Tom has heard about this, or if they've done a video as of yet about any of these rumors. And some of them are starting to sound even more and more credible, that they may be moving that direction as well. So we've heard rumors that that we talked about last night about the Bond franchise, and whether or not that film is going to end up on a streaming platform or a premium channel. I think you're going to start to see more and more of that. I think we're starting to see more and more firings. Again, going back to Disney, they released 500 people from ESPN alone. 300 of those were legitimate layoffs, and 200 were just positions that had not been refilled, and they eliminated them through attrition. All of these companies are doing it. DC just cleared out a bunch of folks. Warner got rid of some more folks there, including some executive level positions and some higher ups that I don't know. I have no great affinity for. But then at the same time, you think this is a sign that they're learning. But as Comics pointed out last night, Patrice Cullors, one of the BLM founders, is got an overall deal with Warner Media. So, but I still think you're going to have to look at these companies and understand they are going to continue to cut the fat. The redundant positions will be eliminated as they restructure and reorganize to be more lean in their operations. You're going to see, even the studio head positions being combined. So there's a lot of this coming down the pipe. I think not just in an effort to satisfy Wall Street investors or people like that, but also in an effort to just kind of survive. I think it's going to be even a larger problem than we realize. But can you imagine Wonder Woman 1984 streaming on HBO Max? I can. How about Black Widow on Disney Plus? I think that's where you're going to see it. I think you're going to start to see more and more of these go there. And I think they're going to try to utilize the PVOD model that Bob Chapek was touting to do so. But I guess we will see. A super chat from Philip A. Demick. Thank you for that very much. A $5 super chat. Was anyone reminded of Flash Gordon boarding the war rocket Ajax in this episode? The all-powerful people are female trope is irritating. I can't speak to the second part because I didn't get that resonant feeling. But again, having been exposed to the lore previous, I would say that I was okay with what was happening, and knowing that knowing the future of this particular band of folks that join us in this next episode, I think it'll all make sense in the future. Let's just say it that way until one of the other parties that I know actually puts a video together about it. And yes, I was reminded of Flash Gordon boarding the war rocket Ajax. Yeah, I was. Oh yeah, man. Flash Gordon. If that remake actually moves forward, and you can check out the information that has been gleaned by one of our community members, Nerd Cookies. Elaine did a video about it, so you guys should, if you get a chance, sometime today or anytime this weekend, wander over to her channel and check it out. So she does amazing stuff on lore for everything. I mean, Lord of the Rings, she knows. Dune, she knows. Flash Gordon, she knows. Star Wars, she knows. So Nerd Cookies is an awesome channel, and I every once in a while I get the awesome privilege of hanging out with her. But thank you, Philip. That's an excellent question. I did, like I said, I did get that same kind of a feel. I don't really like the fact that his ship got pounded, and then in the spider episode, I wasn't real thrilled with that, knowing what I know about the structure of that. But anyway, whatever. Balut Usma Sarap. You may want to look up, but it is before you try it. Okay, I will. Oh boy. I'll have to revisit this stream now. There's a lot of recommendations in here. Some of us want to hear someone speak. Some of us just want to hear someone speak. The lockdown BS is having a very negative fits. Oh, People's Front of Canada. I do agree with you. We've seen that. In fact, a lot of folks in the community are bringing to everyone's attention that we've had a 200% increase in mental health instigated self-deletions. So those types of circumstances are troubling and sad. So let's see. What time does your stream end? Well, pretty soon, actually. And I'm going to cut it loose. I'm going to cut it loose right before Polly's stream goes live. So Polly, if you can throw in the chat your information, or let me see. Polly, Polly's not wrenched? Let me fix that. Add moderator. Boom. There you go. Now Polly is wrenched. Polly, you can throw your channel link in, please, and your start time too. If you could do that Pacific time, that would be helpful. And Eastern and Greenwich Mean, because we do have folks in across the pond that they do better with that. So see what you can do. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I gave you jobs. I'm sorry. You don't have to if you don't want to. Dispatch war rocket Ajax to try to bring back his body. Let's see. Balut, aka Duck Fetus, are not on my menu as a full-blooded Filipino who was born in the U.S. Ah, yeah. I've had cuisine from around the world. One of the things that the boss and I do when we travel is try to sample the local foods. At the same time trying to avoid getting ill by water issues. But most everything's cooked, so we usually don't have to worry too much. And I don't know. As a young person, I was a very finicky eater. As I got older and started to travel more, I really do enjoy trying different food, different cuisine from around the world. So I'm not above an opportunity to taste something. So um, I'm just not. Uh, Maybe Beta is bringing the eggs inside and saves the frog species. I don't know. Like I said, Chris the Bliss, if you get an opportunity to see the episode, the episode 3, which just dropped, I think you'll see some thoughts that might feed into all of these things that people have been discussing and or arguing about. Which it's a television show. It's not. It feels like Star Wars to me, but it's not Star Wars to me. If that makes sense. I mean, it's the most Star Wars we've gotten out of Disney, to be honest with you. But hey, if they cut out the woke people, they will save tons. Oh, absolutely, People's Front of Canada. That's one of the things. I mean, they very, very quietly, Comcast let go of a giant portion of its off-camera news division. I mean, and I know a lot of people don't know that ABC News is next in the driver's seat for the upcoming layoff train. CNN is going to go through a round of punishment because, again, they're tied to Warner. So that's going to happen. There's a lot of things that are going to change. And like I said, it's unfortunate. I mean, I never want people to lose their jobs. Most people are not part of the political mechanisms in work in corporations. And of course, if there've always been corporate politics, but they haven't necessarily been fed by the governmental politics in this country. In other countries, it's always been there, but here in the United States, it hasn't been as heavy-handed or as prevalent. In my opinion, just as an observer. But I like to watch the money, and that's kind of what informs most of my opinions. So let's see, should be fine then. Mine doesn't start until 6 p.m. Central. Well, excellent, man. I hope you send me a reminder about your show. I still enjoyed the show. Like Jesus said about the ex-lepers, there's no pleasing some people. Absolutely. I'm not saying I'm not pleased. This latest episode is it went somewhere. It really did. Wow, there's a hostage at Ubisoft in Montreal. Are you kidding me? Really? All right, let's look that up. But I feel like Disney, Warner, those companies are going to have to come to terms with the idea that people don't want politics in everything right now. They don't want politics in television, movies, everything else. We've been telling them that for years now. I mean, that's really the reason why we're all a part of this community. This is interesting. Yep, I was able to pull this up. I will share it on the stream. Interesting. I'm not a news organization, but hey, here's the news, guys. Let's get it up on the screen. Boom. Hickey Schmick. Look at that, kids. UBL Montreal office involved in possible hostage situation. A hostage situation is in progress at Ubisoft Montreal studio, prompting a police tactical intervention group response. Hello. That means they're going in with weaponry. Yeah, Canadians are going to dig out some firearms. Oh boy, look at this. Several suspects have held people hostage. Holy cow! Usually it's just a one-person thing. This is quite a bit. Let's see. Let's see. Some employees fled through the roof. Another employee on Twitter said, "Team here is safe. I'm safe. Team here is safe. Going home." Okay, that's interesting. Montreal police have requested that civilians stay clear of the area near the corner of Saint Laurent and Saint Viateur. This is ongoing police operation at the corner. We ask people avoid the area. This is fascinating. Excellent. Thank you very much for the heads up. Wow. Somebody really didn't like Valhalla, which, you know what, maybe I can't blame them. Having played just a little bit into the game, about 4 hours so far, because that's all I've had time for, I have to agree with what Legacy Killa HD has said in their review of the game, which is I'm worried about hitting a content cliff. I'm concerned that going into areas where I should immediately be pounded down, like in Ghost of Tsushima, where you just get pelted with arrows chasing you out of the zone. There isn't any such safeguard here, so you can wander in an area that is 8 times stronger than you are and be successful. And that's a problem. The political stuff that's behind this now, because of Ubisoft bending the knee, is also problematic, in my opinion. So, Cast in the Shadows is here. Hey, I know you're very busy, and thank you for popping by. Cast in the Shadows is also known as Mando Merc. Incredibly busy, both YouTube and Twitch. Does an immense amount of material and hangs out with us both on Le Gaming Lounge on Thursdays, based on the scheduling, and also hangs out with me on Sundays on the Sunday Culture Reviews. So thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it very, very much. Yep, the remake of Buck Rogers is in the works. I've heard this as well. I've heard Buck Rogers. I've heard Flash Gordon. I've heard many, many things. Glenn A. Larson properties are valuable. That's why they're going back into Battlestar Galactica. I would imagine we'll see another little bit of we'll see another A-Team film at some point. There's a lot of stuff I would expect in the future, so just be prepared. Yeah, I love me some Flash Gordon too. Yeah, and if they are able to reuse the amazing music, the soundtrack that Queen put together, I would be even happier. Culture Casino. Balut gives you power. Okay, well, looks. Yeah, yeah. We'll see what happens with that. It's Jabam has had more deaths via. Oh my goodness, that's terrible information. Critizable. That's terrible. Balut helps the brain grow. Okay. Again, I'll look into it. Jake D, you're stuck with a wrench now, Latino Slant. It's true. You are. Ooh, I'm going to put sexy frog lady. Okay, that's fine too, my friend. Yeah. I don't think I've ever had it. I've had a lot of very exotic cuisine. Yeah, it dropped already, Wook. It dropped middle of the night last night for some, or early in the morning for others. Just depends on where you live. Mad Mardigan, I demand Bulgarian and Moscow time as well. I'm sure someone on replay will watch from there. That's quite possible. Oh wow, okay. So yeah, thank you, Fat Steven. Yeah, that's insane. I really, these types of things bother me. I mean, we have many better ways to resolve things. The last option of any circumstance should be combat of any sort and violence. But who am I, right? Until the situation well, I'm sorry, you're not on what's happening. There's still. Oh, I'm sorry. Shoot, I feel bad. Phil, look, I wish I'd scrolled down faster. I really feel bad about that. I really wish I'd read down farther. I could have gone without that. So, yeah, workplace disputes, that happens often. I've seen them. I've been near one. Let's put it in those terms. This is some off. Yeah. We have some weird stuff going on. Short Circuit going Latin theme. Really? I'll have to put some time into investigating that. Bet you Tom knows about it, if Tom's still here. I've played every AC. I personally enjoyed Odyssey and Origins. Is Valhalla a buy, wait for sale, or never touch? 4 hours in, there's some combat mechanics I'm not enjoying. I don't like the skill tree pathing. In fact, you can get a lot of my feelings from Legacy Killer HD's video that was recently done. I think 2 days ago now. I love Assassin's Creed. I always have. It's one of the things that Mando and I disagree on when it kind of started to change. I think it was when they got rid of Desmond. I think it started to change. They had already started to put some stuff in it that I was not comfortable with. So yeah, you can certainly buy it. I wish I'd waited for a sale, but in order to have some information so I could speak about it intelligently, I felt like I needed to grab it. So it is what it is. Only video footage I can find on Twitter is French. Well, yeah, learn French. Get good. Learn to code. Isn't that what everybody says? A bunch of upset Karens. I don't know. Maybe they want a new manager. Maybe, I don't know. The Atlantean. The idea of film and game reboots needs to take a long, bloody walk off an extremely short cliff. Well, you know what? For the $5 super chat, I have to agree with you 100%, my friend. Another member of the Gaming Lounge, a founding member, actually, when we were back at being Four Guys Talk Games before we changed our name. He's not wrong. I want original content, and if you're going to ruin something, ruin your original content. Try to bring your idea to the marketplace of ideas as an original, and don't try to co-opt something else. I think that's the other argument we've been having here, is in the community with everybody that makes things. Let's see. Johnny 5 jumps the border. Interesting. All right. Oh, by Pete on Discord. Okay. All right. Yeah, I feel. Look, I don't know. Again, I'm not a news channel, but I'll cover current events and we can talk about them. That never bothers me at all. But of course, this is more about what I think everybody's going to talk about this weekend. So let's move on a little bit from there. I think everybody's going to talk about the Amber Heard thing. I think I just probably ruined my chances to be on YouTube's Christmas card list. The AH thing, the AH in depth thing, I think is going to be something everybody's talking about this weekend, and I think with good reason. I think it goes to show that that even with a mountain of evidence in your favor, you can still be found against, for whatever current prejudice exists. And I think that clearly was a prejudicial discussion by a judge, and I don't like it. But that was in the UK, and here in the States, we'll see how that goes. But I do know this: Depp got a heck of a payday, and I will be kind of disgusted if what I've heard about the Aquaman 2 thing comes to pass in regards to her. I also think she's been quite salty about her the petitions that is about, which is nearly 1 million signatures at this point, to have her removed from the sequel. So, you can certainly have the character. You just don't need her as an actress. I mean, if you can recast Depp in Fantastic Beasts 3, you should be able to recast Mira, right? Maybe so. They're both Warner Brothers projects, so we'll see. The stimulus for the theaters looks pretty grim. I think if we end up with, as the media hopes, a lame duck Congress, you'll end up with nothing at the end of this session. And going into the next year, I think you're going to have a hard time finding traction. So, but we'll see. So I think that stimulus package to bail out theaters will fall on deaf ears. They can certainly put it into a spending bill. I just don't think it'll get anywhere. They're going to try to put the Green New Deal in there too, and that's not going to get anywhere. So we'll see. We'll see. There's a picture of the suspect holding an AK in the woods with Oh, well, all right. Crazy. Hey, Zachariah, good to see you, friend. Yeah, Legacy Killer and Upper Echelon are both reliable. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. If they could just run with all the jokes, it would be a gold mine. Yeah, I agree with that sentiment too. Oh, look, LDG Pixels is here. Hey, how's it going? I hope you're helping people. I saw that you were live while I was doing stuff this morning. on the computer. I saw that you were live while I was working, helping people with their computer stuff, which is cool. Thanks for doing that for your Friday the 13th stream. I thought that's awesome. So, yeah, well, Cavatanio Che, yes, I understand that. It's a mad world after all. Yeah, it's a mad world. Great song. Tears for Fears originally it wasn't theirs, but they did a very good job with that song. I'm gonna bury myself in a 6-foot snowbank. Wake me when 2020 is over. Yeah, don't do that. It's a little chilly, my friend. It's a little chilly, and you don't want to miss Christmas, like James Dosher says. Thanks for the wrench. I'll be hanging with Mongo's Big Things at 12:15. Okay, cool. 12:15 PST. So we're definitely going to drop our show right before that because I want everybody to, if you can, slide on over to Latino Slant and check him out. And then when you're done there, before you make your way over to Gary's to watch Friday Night Tights and eventually to Doomcocks to watch Friday Frolics, be sure to stop by and check out Lorena Creole's live streams. That's what I was trying to. I don't know how that just went by. See ya. But check out Lorena Creole's live streams. Let's get her watch time by the end of the weekend, guys. Please help me. She deserves to be monetized, and after that, we need to go and support Jane Theory, and then Wes Moody and Final Death Star. We've got to get the rest of the fourth wave up, caught up to speed, so that we can get the fifth wave rolling in full force. So, but thank you guys. I appreciate it. Wow. Sporkin News. Hey, Scott. Good to see you, friend. I was thinking you were working. One of the best guys in the game. Well, thank you, sir. Culture, you rock, and thank you for the intro. Can't stay. Well, thanks for stopping by anyway, Scott. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to get you your intro and then to make the change that you asked for. I hope it works well on your channel. So, why should there be support for movie theaters? Aren't they business similar to photomats and dying off under the natural progression of things? I think to a certain extent you're right, executive producer Sol Leibowitz. I think to a certain extent you are correct. However, I think that the local theaters did far better than anybody anticipated, including myself and Tom. And maybe a few others that try to keep tabs in the entertainment industry. I was thinking the small theaters would have the worst of it, and couldn't have been more wrong. I think that the large theater companies are the ones that got the worst of it because they've been expanding and borrowing against the future for a very long time. So, just my opinion. Well, let's see. Just finished the PC scrub. Let's see if the reboot works. All right, let's see if it works, Richard. I know you had difficulty last night too. Let's see if you can get that going, my friend. You can always reach out to LDG Pixels. So yeah, be sure to check him out with any of your computer queries and problems. In fact, I hope that channel grows. I hope he gets really big. Roof Crane, all around me are familiar faces. Yes, great. That's a line from that song. Such a great song. Such a great song. Oh, thought he was going to say my stream. Oh no, absolutely. Yours is. Oh shoot, yes, it's later today. Something Central, 6 Central, right? Of course, we definitely want to stop by and support you as well. But I'm certain you would agree that we need to get Lorena Creole up there. But Matt Mardigan has been doing an awful lot of great content and support for other channels. So be sure to check out his channel, which is difficult to find. If anybody out there has a wrench and wants to throw Mad Mardigan's channel in there, I'd appreciate that as well. Hey, the John Beck, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. We need to get Angel Straven to 200 subs. I agree with that as well. Another member of the Gaming Lounge. The French Prince of Bel-Air reunion is coming to HBO Max. Yes, it is. Yeah, we've actually talked about that before. It is on its way. They are also doing a new show called The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's kind of it's not really a soft reboot. It's a pretty hard reboot. But at least it has a lot more depth. And despite the information that I've gotten initially, I still am going to give it a chance when it comes out. I just think it's going to be full of a lot of nonsense, and it's going to dramatically change the character. It's going to bring a lot more drama than comedy. And the reason The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was so enjoyable was because Will Smith brought a lot of comedy and personality to that show. And this is not going to be that. So instead of a soft reboot, it's going to be pretty hard. So just be prepared. Just be prepared. Yeah, Patriot, you're growing too. I know you guys are doing great. I love it. I love it. Too many great streams to watch. I know. I'm reaching the point of saturation where I am now going to every other week on some people's channels. I try to watch everybody, guys. I mean, it's a practice I learned from observing Gary and others. I try to keep tabs on everyone. You never know who's lurking in your stream, guys. You really do never know. I want to mention something because you guys are all such great members of the community, all 57 of you that are out there right now. Which again, thank you so much for being here. If you're familiar with Reverend Kev, and you happen to be able to Twitter him, send him a tweet message or whatever, drop some love there because he had to put one of his furry family members down. And that's always a very hard thing to do on, for those of us who maybe over anthropomorphize our animals like me. But please send some thoughts that way. And he deserves it. Anyway, let's see. Ooh, sci-fi outfits. Cool. Can't wait to see him, friend. I love popping in your channel. My species breaks my heart some days. Most days makes me so glad I have you peeps here to help keep me sane and not screaming at the stars. Yeah, you guys are an anchor. Everybody out there, we are each an anchor for each other here in this community. Don't hesitate to reach out and grab the anchor whenever you need to, because there's somebody out there that speaks your language. There really is. There really is. Yeah, I know. Atlantean, more dramatic, less comedy. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any comedy at all, but we'll see. There might be occasional bouts of levity, but I don't think we're going to have much of a show. Geek Tropology, welcome. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. We are getting ready to wind down, everybody. I didn't even make it to half the stuff. So, you're like I said, you're going to see more films, more main theatrical releases being pushed to the streaming platforms like Disney Plus and HBO Max. I imagine Paramount Plus, when it's officially rebranded from CBS All Access, will do the same thing. I think they're going to be in a position where they've got to push more content to those streaming platforms because they won't have the theaters for probably 16 to 18 months, based on the direction of some political thought processes. I think that we're going to find that we're going to get less and less transparency, and I think it's more and more important to pay attention to the fact that the people telling you that they think these things are successful are doing it with smoke and mirrors. So services like Parrot Analytics, who I talked about briefly on Wednesday in a video I did about an introduction to Parrot Analytics, I think you're going to find that you can't rely on them. They really don't have valuable information. And the fact that studios and the like creators are going to rely on some of their predictive data is disturbing and terrifying, because it's going to close a loop on entertainment, and we're going to get homogenized garbage, and that will bother me. Yeah, there is no Fresh Prince without Uncle Phil. Yeah, I agree. Uncle Phil was awesome, so great. Subhuman's going to do a live stream. Awesome. Can't wait. Make sure you advertise that well in advance on Twitter so I can make sure to be there and promote it. Subhuman, I appreciate that. What a good person you are. I really enjoyed meeting you in Florida. You're a cool dude. I love it. Yep. Me to learn that from Gary. Yeah. I learn a lot from Gary. Gary's got a good head on his shoulders. I think we all should look to each other as ways to move forward. I really do. Yeah, it's never easy. Yeah, so yeah, it is. It's sacrilegious. I'm sorry, Karen Prime, to give you that news. If you hadn't heard, it's going to be bad. It's going to be very bad. Well, here we go. Yeah, subscribe to Mirrorsphere's Origin. Absolutely. I wasn't leaving. Well, I didn't mean to. I wasn't leaving you out intentionally. So yes, definitely check out Mirrorsphere's Origin. He's a creator in his own right, writing a graphic novel and a sort of presentation, an excellent book on the horizon here. So I'm very, very excited about that. So yeah, you always miss them. You always miss them. I've got several that I think of often. I really do. I'm not an anchor in the community. I'm Helium. That's true. You do make some really funny stuff. I cannot wait to see to see the next retro gaming thing that you put together as you can. So yeah, I love Atlantean stuff. Looks like Mr. Man Cat sleeping on the bed. No, it's not time for food. You go back to sleep. Yeah. They can fake data, but they can't fake money for much longer. That's absolutely true. The data that Parrot gathers is real enough. The problem is that the sources are tainted, and their measurement, their weighting of the data is wrong. The math behind it is not sound. And the fact that they claim 350 million actual sampled real consumption streams, I should say, people that they can monitor. Actually, the actual consumption of material is less than accurate, let's say. So, but there you are. Gary is the reason why I started my channel. Hey, many of us got started because of the folks that are here, part of the fandom. They are. For me, I think for me, it was a combination of several folks. But the person who really got me started, and you're going to be surprised, that's going to ruin his reputation, was Ryan Cannell. I reached out to him a couple times. He responded back, and from that point forward, the channel was born. I crafted a new moniker, created a set of graphics, and I was off and running. Originally, I wasn't going to show my face. Originally, I was going to try to remain even more anonymous than I am now. But you know what? I don't regret it at all. At least not yet. Maybe I will one day, but not so much. It'll be kind of interesting to be recognized like Drunk 3PO. Shout out to Drunk 3PO, by the way, because he definitely needs more subs. Anyway, we are absolutely winding down. Let's see if we can see. That's cool. That would be awesome, Karen Prime. You should probably find a way to do that. Better yet, start a YouTube channel. Make that a fixture in it. I'm all about it. The more voices, the better. Be part of the fifth wave. You'll get support. Don't forget to subscribe to the man and his hair. Well, thank you very much, Latino Slant. You need to go start your show soon, friend. In fact, I'm going to start pushing people that way. Guys, please head over to Latino Slant and check out Polly's show, which is right here. The week that, I forgot to take the comment off. Boink. Let's try again. There it is. The week that was Madio Latino. Yeah, and that's not the current thumbnail. I apologize for not getting that up there. Today's going to be very funny because clearly we're going to laugh at Drunk 3PO's faux pas in pronunciation of Espanol. So anyway, thank you so very much, guys, for being here. I appreciate it. I wish we could have got to more. I have like 6 more items. Maybe I'll do videos on them, but go check out Latino Slant's channel and everything he's doing over there. Go check out all of the other streams I mentioned, in particular, Lorena Creole. Check out Mad Mardigan. Check out The Atlantean. Check out Paulo Patriot, Theme Park Casual, Greek Tropology. Anybody and everybody here in my chat that has a channel deserves any level of support that you can muster. I appreciate each and every one of you that are out there, channel or no. I appreciate you all being here. You guys are amazing and invaluable. So thank you very, very much. I always end the show in exactly the same way, or at least I try to. I want you to make sure that you take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course. And until next time, bye. Press our button as we see the first time remaining in about 1 minute. Thank you.